Welcome to 10th classes. Today we will be going to study about the chapter real numbers. First, we get to know about real numbers. We need to know about the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. So, what do you mean by a natural number? We know that the counting numbers are called as the natural numbers. And whole numbers are nothing but the counting numbers including 0. And what are integers? Integers are numbers with positive and as well as negative signs. And rational numbers are nothing but those numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0. And irrational numbers is the opposite of rational numbers. That is, those numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, those numbers are called as irrational numbers. So coming to real numbers definition. In your 9th class, you have studied what are real numbers. If you remember the definition, real numbers are nothing but a group of numbers which are including rational as well as irrational numbers. So, real numbers is a set in which both rational as well as irrational numbers are included. So, real numbers is the mother set of all the number system. Real numbers is the mother set of all the real system. So, it includes natural, whole, integers, rational as well as irrational numbers. Now that we have remember the definition of real numbers. Now we shall move further. We have already studied in our 9th class about the remainder theorem, which clearly states that the dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. Now the first topic in real numbers is Euclid's division lemma, which is the extended form of remainder theorem. So, Euclid's division lemma is nothing but the extended form of remainder theorem. Now, first we shall get to know what is exactly Euclid's division lemma means. So, Euclid is the name of the scientist, and division because it involves this lemma or this law involves division, and lemma means a readily proved statement which is readily accepted. So, Euclid's division lemma. So, it was given by the scientist named as Euclid. So, it includes division, and lemma means a readily accepted statement which can be used for further proof. Now, what does Euclid's division lemma state? Consider two positive integers a and b, then we have another two integers q and r such that a is equals to b into q plus r, where r lies between 0 and b. Here a and b are two positive integers. There exist two integers q and r such that a is equals to b into q plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r and less than equal to b. Now that we have known about Euclid's division lemma, now we shall discuss about the Euclid's division algorithm. So, Euclid's division algorithm is basically used to find the HCF of two numbers. So, consider two numbers c and d to obtain the HCF of two positive integers, say c and d, where c is greater than d. Then, to find the HCF of these two numbers, follow the steps below. Okay? Step 1. Apply Euclid's division lemma to c and d. We find whole numbers q and r such that c is equals to dq plus r, where r lies between 0 and d. So the first step is applying Euclid's division lemma to c and d. Second step, if the remainder is equals to 0, then d is the HCF of c and d. If the remainder is equals to 0, then d is the HCF of c and d. And if the remainder is not equals to 0, then apply division lemma to d and r further. Do you understand? If r is equals to 0, then t is the HCF of c and d, and if r is not equals to 0, then apply Euclid's division lemma to d and r further. So we should the step 3 states that we should continue the step 2, that is applying division lemma to d and r till the remainder becomes 0. We should apply Euclid's division lemma till the remainder becomes 0. If the remainder becomes 0, then the divisor will be the HCF of the given set of two numbers. Now that we have already known about Euclid's division algorithm, let us better understand that by an example. Find the HCF of 135 and 225 using Euclid's division algorithm. So first consider C equals to 135, and D equals to 225, and obviously C is less than D. Now we shall apply Euclid's division algorithm. So just divide 225 by 135 until we get the remainder as 0. So consider 225 divided by 135. 135 1 times 135. The remainder is 90. So now this becomes the new value D. Now D is equals to 90 and C is equals to 135. Now 90 is the smallest number compared to 135. So we shall divide 135 by 90. 90 divided by 135. 90 ones are 90, which is equals to 45. Now this becomes the new value of D, which is equals to 45. 1 compared to 45, 90 is a bigger digit. So we shall divide the smaller digit, we shall divide the bigger digit 90 by 45. 45 divided 90 divided by 45, which is equals to 2. So we got the remainder as 0. Now we shall apply the Euclid's division algorithm according to this division. So So Euclid's division algorithm states that dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So 225 is equals to 135 into 135 into 1 plus the remainder is 90 plus 90. This is the first step. Coming back to this part. Now this becomes the dividend, this becomes the divisor, this is the quotient and this is the remainder. So 135 equals to 90 into 1 plus 45. 90 into 1 plus 45. Next, coming back to this part. 90 is the dividend, 45 is the divisor, 2 is the quotient and 0 is the remainder. 90 equals to 45 into 2 plus the remainder is 0. So according to the Euclid's division algorithm, we know that if the remainder is equals to 0, then the divisor is the HCF of the given two numbers. Here the divisor is 45. Hence the HCF of 135 and 225 is equals to 45. So whenever asked in the exams, you have to write only this part. You don't have to mention this part. In the rough work, you have to mention this part, because if you mention this part, your marks will be cut. So only this part you should have to write in the answer paper. This part should be ignored. It should be neglected. So this is for your understanding. I have written this. So this part should be neglected, and this part only this part should be written in the answer paper. So now I hope you have understood for finding the HCF of two numbers using Euclid's division algorithm. Now you have to write down these and work on these tomorrow and WhatsApp me the answers. So this was today. So this was about today's class. We studied about real numbers, Euclid's division lemma as well as Euclid's division algorithm as well as how to find HCF of two numbers using Euclid's division algorithm. In tomorrow's class we will be dealing with the fundamental theorem of arithmetic and finding the HCF and LCM using the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Thank you.